ended up doing a story on her being in Hawaii with Papoose, right? And Papoose's side chick allegedly popped up and said, I'm in Hawaii sitting pretty too. Now, Remy Ma has already spilled the wine on Claressa not being the only one and how desperate she's been over having Papoose by her side. I mean, she is, you know, what do you call it? Like the greatest fighter, whatever, boxer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not negating what she's done, but she's obviously number one in her class. And so she's been winning a lot of belts, and she's that chick, right? I wouldn't want to fight her. I'm gonna stay in the house. I ain't getting out of the car. I ain't coming outside.
What would you do if your ex crashed your daughter's birthday party? You've spent weeks preparing for this special day, trying to keep it about love, family, and joy. But then your ex shows up, uninvited, with a smirk on his face like nothing happened. How would you handle it? Well, that's exactly what happened when Iman Shumpert, former husband of Tiana Taylor, showed up to the birthday party of Claressa Shields and Papoose's daughter, and let's just say, things didn't go as planned. Stick around because the next few minutes are going to have you on the edge of your seat. This is a truth that could tear their entire world apart. Tasha K, who has built a reputation for uncovering the hidden truths behind the glittering facade of celebrity life, is back at it again. And this time, she's exposing Claressa Shields and Papoose's deepest, darkest secret. What was supposed to be a public show of love and respect between this powerful couple is being torn apart by a truth so shocking, it's hard to comprehend. So what's the secret? It's a betrayal so deep it goes beyond infidelity. Tasha K reveals that Claressa and Papoose have been hiding something from their fans and from their families. This isn't just a mistake or a misstep. This is an ongoing secret, carefully kept from the public eye for far too long. And Tasha K, with her signature no-holds-barred approach, is ready to spill everything. She's uncovered records, messages, and insider details that show just how far this couple has gone to protect their image. In a recent live video, Tasha K dropped receipts, texts, audio clips, and witness statements that prove this couple isn't what they appear to be. What once seemed like the perfect relationship is now revealed to be a web of lies and manipulations. Tasha K's expose has left fans, family, and even Claressa and Papoose themselves questioning everything they thought they knew about the people they idolized.
You like talking about fighting. I do. It's not even I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could do it. Because it goes right back into that other category what I was telling y'all.
Tasha K's words are powerful. She has shattered their image in one fell swoop, and there's no denying the weight of her claims. With evidence that can't be ignored, Tasha K's expose paints a picture of a couple who used their public image to cover up their darkest secrets. The truth is out, and it's about to bring everything crashing down. Before we dive deeper into the shocking revelations, let's take a look at the relationship history between Claressa Shields and Papoose. On the outside, they appear to be one of the most loving and supportive couples in the entertainment industry. Their story was the definition of couple goals. They shared adorable moments on social media, appeared together on red carpets, and had fans everywhere rooting for them. From the way they supported each other's careers to the way they doted on their child, everything about their public persona screamed perfect. But as we know, things aren't always as perfect as they seem. Relationships, especially those in the public eye, are complicated. The pressure to maintain a flawless image can sometimes cause cracks to appear. Behind closed doors, Claressa and Papoose's relationship was not as perfect as it seemed. Like many other celebrity couples, they struggled with personal issues that didn't make it to the public eye. What the fans didn't know was that these issues were much deeper than anyone imagined. Over the years, there were rumors, whispers about infidelity, trust issues, and emotional distance. But no one ever really knew the extent of the problems between them. They were the couple everyone admired, the couple no one thought would fall apart. But the secret Tasha K is exposing? It shows that this relationship was never as strong as it appeared. What appeared to be a fairy tale love story was actually a carefully constructed illusion. And now, the truth is coming to light in the most dramatic way possible. When Tasha K's expose hit, it wasn't just Claressa and Papoose who were affected. Their families, who had supported them through thick and thin, were left in disbelief. How could Claressa and Papoose, two people they loved and trusted, have been hiding such a monumental secret? Claressa's family, particularly her mother, was in shock. She had watched her daughter build this empire with Papoose, supporting their relationship through every trial and tribulation. But to hear that everything they had built was built on lies? That was a blow that was hard to take. Tasha K's revelation didn't just hurt Claressa and Papoose, it hurt their loved ones too. The people who had always been by their side were now questioning everything. How could they have not seen the signs? How could they have trusted the image that was being sold to them? Papoose's family found themselves in an equally difficult position. They had always been proud of their son-in-law, seeing him as the perfect partner for their daughter. But now, with the truth unraveling before their eyes, they couldn't help but feel a deep sense of guilt. Had they been unknowingly complicit in maintaining a lie for so long? Their hearts were broken as they realized that their trust in Papoose had been misplaced. The realization hit them hard, and they struggled to come to terms with the fact that they had been deceived. There were arguments, emotions running high, and a feeling of betrayal that couldn't be ignored. Their perfect image of the family had shattered in an instant, and they were left picking up the pieces of their broken trust. Tasha K's expose brought with it even more turmoil. Just when they thought they had processed the betrayal, the truth kept coming. Her revelations kept on giving them more to unpack, like an endless stream of shocking details that kept eroding the foundation of what they had believed to be true. It wasn't just about the couple's deception, it was the shock that they had all been living in a bubble of illusion, convinced by a carefully crafted facade that was now crumbling in front of them. The pain of discovering that everything they had once believed in was a lie was almost too much to bear. As soon as the bombshell dropped, fans were left reeling. Social media exploded with discussions, theories, and a flood of emotions. Thousands scrambled to make sense of the situation. People who had once admired Claressa and Papoose as the epitome of a perfect couple were now questioning everything. The illusion of their flawless relationship had been shattered. Fans couldn't help but feel utterly betrayed. They had invested so much in the idea of this perfect couple, rooting for them, admiring their love, and now all of that seemed like a lie. The sense of betrayal wasn't just felt by the families, it was felt by their supporters, who had believed in their fairytale romance. Some fans refused to believe the accusations. They held on to the hope that this was just a misunderstanding, that there was some kind of explanation for the secret that had been exposed. They couldn't fathom that the people they had looked up to for so long were capable of such deceit. "This can't be true," they said, desperately clinging to the idea that their idolized couple couldn't possibly have been hiding something so sinister. They wanted to believe that there was a way to fix the situation, that the truth wasn't as damning as it seemed. They refused to let go of the perfect image they had built in their minds of Claressa and Papoose. On the other hand, there were fans who felt vindicated. They had always suspected that something wasn't quite right with the couple, that their seemingly perfect relationship had cracks that no one was willing to acknowledge. Now, with Tasha K's evidence laid bare for all to see, these fans felt like they had been right all along. They went back and re-examined old interviews, social media posts, and public appearances, digging for signs that had been overlooked or ignored at the time. They pointed to moments that seemed to hint at the truth, like pieces of a puzzle that had never quite fit together before. The truth, once revealed, validated their doubts, and they felt a sense of satisfaction in having been able to see through the facade before everyone else. But then, the most shocking moment arrived, the final piece of the puzzle that Tasha K had been saving for the right moment. The last piece of evidence that left no room for doubt. This wasn't just a simple case of betrayal, this was a full-blown conspiracy. Claressa and Papoose's relationship had been built on manipulation, deceit, and hidden agendas from the very beginning. The perfect couple image had been carefully constructed, not based on real love or genuine connection, but on the desire for fame and fortune. The truth was ugly, and it was hard to process. What everyone had thought was a beautiful love story was nothing more than an elaborate lie, crafted for public consumption. The question now loomed large in the minds of many. Was this the end of Claressa and Papoose's relationship? Could the damage done by this expose be repaired? Or was it too late for them to salvage anything from the wreckage of their carefully crafted image? Some fans believed that the relationship was too damaged to recover from this betrayal. They wondered if the truth, now that it had been exposed, would forever tarnish their public image. Others, however, hoped that the couple could find a way to move past the scandal, to reconcile and rebuild their relationship, even if it meant confronting the deep lies and manipulations that had defined their public persona. The damage was done, but the future was uncertain. The fans who had once believed in the perfection of Claressa and Papoose's relationship now found themselves questioning everything. Could the couple find a way to recover from this public shaming, or would they be defined by the lies they had told? Only time would tell if they could rebuild their lives, their relationship, and their public image. But for now, The revelations were fresh, and the world watched, waiting to see what would happen next. The evidence she revealed showed that they had used their relationship to further their own careers, manipulating public opinion to paint themselves as a power couple. They weren't just lying to their fans, they were lying to everyone, including their families. The truth was out, and it was more shocking than anyone could have predicted. But what happens now? Can Claressa and Papoose repair the damage? Will they face the consequences of their actions, or will they try to cover it up and move on? And what about the fans? Will they ever look at Claressa and Papoose the same way again? There's still so much to uncover. Stay tuned, because the fallout from this exposé is just beginning. The drama isn't over yet, and the next few days will be crucial in determining whether Claressa and Papoose can bounce back or if this scandal will be the end of their relationship. What do you think? Was Tasha K justified in exposing Claressa and Papoose's dirty secret? Do you think their relationship is beyond repair, or is there hope for a comeback? Drop your thoughts, theories, and speculations in the comments below. And if you don't want to miss the next update on this explosive situation, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on everything going down. You won't want to miss what happens next.